Hello everyone, this is not going to be an extensive installation video, but this is for a Harley Pan America. This is a 21 model, but I think it's the same later models. And this is actually the installation of the auxiliary lights. So, as you can see, unless you are fairly comfortable working on your equipment, this may be something better left to your dealer. However, I will show you just a few quick things. Like I said, not a completely extensive guide step by step, but I just wanted to show you what was involved as far as what you need to remove. Just kind of real quick. So you start off, of course, taking your seat off. Then you're going to follow that with the fuel tank. You're going to have one bolt at the very edge of the fuel tank down here on the end that goes through. And then I'll have a couple holes. That'll be a bolt. There's one on the other side as well. That'll go into the fuel tank. You'll have one right there. Those are Torx bolts. You will need a fairly decent set of Torx bits. So that'll remove your fuel tank. You'll have a couple lines up at the front of the fuel tank and connectors, as well as a connector underneath on the bottom of the fuel tank, and a fuel line that will run down to here below the little Pan America logo. There's a little quick connect coupler. You just push back on it to release your fuel line from that. It'll feed up through with the fuel tank itself. So that's going to be your big removal, and then your screws that go around the edge of your air box. You're going to remove that. That just gives you clearance to work in here in the neck of the bike. Then you're going to have a little panel on each side near the front. Just the one screw, the Torx will come out of that. You can see all your wiring routes out through the front of that port. I'll show you on the other side what it looks like. As you can see there. Haven't put on this side yet, but all the wires will kind of tidy up here near the front and run out through that panel. Installing the lights is pretty straightforward. You can check the instructions. It's a pretty easy little bracket, another bracket. Of course, you got a couple pieces that hook together, and then it'll bolt to your upright there. And once I get it adjusted, there's a little rubber strip that'll go underneath to protect the bar. You can see that's pretty straightforward. Then you'll have a cable that'll connect in the back of each light. That'll be a pigtail, and I've got it, as you can see, ran along the bar, kind of zip tied to it at the back. Same goes for the other side. You can see the cable come up. I've got it on the crash bar, zip tied. And then they both run up into the middle here. They're going to run up into here. As you can see, there's a connector there. Got another one tucked inside there. You're going to have one connection that's going to run out, up and along your handlebars, and that's actually going to run to your switch box. It takes a very, very tiny Torx, so it's hard to even see here, but just be prepared because you do have to take that Torx out, remove this cover. That way you can just attach it to your handlebars there. It bolts in place, right? The bracket that holds the clutch on. So that'll be your controls there. Like I said, the cable runs down, runs into there, and then connection from your light on each side. They all meet right here in this little center area of wires, and then you can see them. They'll come out right here. This is the wiring harness for the auxiliary lights. One runs to the switch, and then you got your left and your right connections that runs to the pigtails on each side. Then, as you can see, you bring your wiring harness back this way, follow it alongside your airbox. You can see I've got it attached here. I don't have it fully attached yet. Remember, that's your fuel pump connector. If you're curious about this red piece pulls back, and then you press the black tab to release. As you see, your wiring runs back here, underneath. Still got some extra here to tidy up. And then you'll have this connection This is actually already here, and it has a cap on it. It has just a blank cap. So all you have to do is get this connection undone, take the cap off of it, and then your light is a plug and play adapter, so it'll hook right into there. And the big mess of wires. So that's the quick rundown version. Your wiring harness, your routing. You do have to remove the fuel tank, but you may want to get used to doing that because your air filter service is required to remove the fuel tank as well. So you might as well get used to that. And that's pretty much it. I think I can show you the fuel tank real quick. Of course, that's where your bolt on the back would go. Pro tip, do this when your fuel is very low. That's where the little plastic vent line goes to. This is simply an overflow tube. It doesn't go anywhere. They'll just be zip tied to things. Catch your zip ties as you go down. And this is a connection. You just follow it down to a connector on the end. You'll see that on the side there. Then I will lift this up. There's where the one plugs into I showed you. And there's your actual fuel line that goes to that little quick disconnect. So just be careful feeding that down through your bike, and lay some towels or something on your frame when you're removing your fuel tank. That way you don't scratch up the bottom side of it. It is kind of awkward. You may want to have an extra hand to be able to fish that line out. That quick connect in got caught on mine, and I tried to get hung up in the bike. So anyway, you can see some of my little bit sets and such. I'm at the point right now tidying everything up, zip tying everything, and then I'll get my lights adjusted. But once again, this is a quick and dirty overview. If you're not prepared to do any of this or don't have the tools, either get them or have your dealer install them. Otherwise, it's all plug and play. It's just getting to it all. So if you have any questions, I can try to answer them for you. Just let me know. Otherwise, if you got a Pan America, happy riding.